The fundamental theorem of calculus states that if capital F prime of t is continuous for a is less than or equal to t is less than or equal to b, then the integral from a to b of f prime of t dt is f evaluated at b minus f evaluated at a. The definite integral of the derivative of a function gives the total change in the value of the function. Warning: you use the fundamental theorem of calculus to find the total change in the value of the function only when you are first given the derivative. You should not take the derivative yourself and then integrate. If you had the function f and you wanted to know f of b minus f of a, you would just calculate it. You wouldn't first take the derivative and then integrate to be able to find this difference. For example, if c prime of q is a marginal cost function and c of 0 is the fixed cost, then the cost to increase production from a items to b items is given by the integral from a to b of c prime of q dq. And the total cost of producing b items is given by c of 0, the fixed cost, plus the integral from 0 to b of c prime of q dq. For example, a company produces a product for which the marginal cost of producing q items is given by the following equation, and the fixed costs are $125. We want to estimate the total cost of producing 50 items and give units. So to evaluate the total costs, C of 50, we first take the fixed cost of $125 and add to that the amount to increase production from 0 items to 50 items. So we'll have the integral from 0 to 50 of our c prime of q, just 2q, plus 12. So we have 125 plus, and I'll use my calculator, math number 9 of 2x plus 12, comma x, comma 0, comma 50. And I get 3,100. So 3,100 plus 125 gives me $32.25. If we pay attention to the units, we have the units on the 0 and 50 are items. The units on the 2q plus 12 are dollars per item. When we evaluate the integral, we multiply these units, items cancel, and we end up with just dollars. So $3,225 total cost to produce 50 items. If we want to find the additional cost if the company increases production from 30 items to 40 items, we'll be evaluating C of 40 minus C of 30. So based on the fundamental theorem of calculus, this will be the integral between 30 and 40 of our c prime of q, which is 2q plus 12 dq. Again, we'll use our calculator. Math number 9 of 2x plus 12, comma x, comma 30, comma 40. And we get 820. We have the same units calculation as before. 30 and 40 are both items. The 2q plus 12 is in dollars per item. When we integrate, we multiply our units, the items cancel, and we end up with $820 is our cost to increase production from 30 items to 40 items.